バッタルは多分俺の席にあるよ。俺の席にリバッタルが。
お願いします。
はい。何としてもリバッタル持ってきてね。
決めろや。
ごめん、ちょっとそれ持ってきて。
大丈夫。
じゃあおい、だったら携帯で橋本携帯持ってきて。I will show you my road maps. First of all, counter plan 1. Ground. Rebutter. Counter plan 2. Counter plan 3. Frame. Vacuum in this order. May I? Okay, may I start? First of all, counter plan 1. The argumentation violation remain or so. However, in second affirmative construct speech, I show Japan means the country, right? That is Webster evidence. Please explain this point. Therefore, our definition is a country, abandoned nuclear power plants. Please remember. Then at least this counter plan 1 is irrational. That's because, of course, the government order that abandoning nuclear power plants, other facilities there is necessary, right? Therefore, this counter plan concept itself is irrational. Please hence simply kick out. Then go to ground. First of all, please look at ground visa point first and second third card. By 1945, only molecular level reaction is used. However, after that, nuclear reaction used. That have the excessive extraordinary energy that come from the nuclear reaction. Then to burn out other countries. Then I want to ask you judges, such extraordinary energy is necessary for this country? I want to ask you judges. Then, in order to check this point, go to rebuttal. Okay, in rebuttal, the second negative rebuttal speech never mentioned about this point. Hence, simply extend this point. Using a smart grid system, this is the affirmative stance, please remember. Then, our evidence clearly says that, actually, I read our evidence. As a result, the renewable energy of sunlight, wind power, small and medium hydropower, geothermal can supply 1.2 to 1 trillion kilowatt hours, and it exceeds the Japanese annual electricity demand of 1 trillion yen. Therefore, this smart grid system, we can solve the whole demand of this country, please remember. Then, at least, please extend uranium exhausted argumentation. Please extend this point. Then, if so, we cannot use nuclear power plants at all in the future, right? Therefore, we inevitably shift the stance to using nuclear power plants to smart grid system, right? Second negative rebuttal speech never mentioned about this point. If so, for example, the counter plan 2 or counter plan 3 or so. However, initially, we have no choice but to shifting the stance itself, please remember. Then, at that time, our stance is that gradually we introducing renewable energy and smart grid systems according to the situation, please remember. Then, at that time, go to counter plan 2. Please look at this point. Okay, counter plan 2. Crucial point is that maybe transmission line is limited or something. However, transmission line is limited, of course so. However, that's because its transmission line is connected to the nuclear power plants or some power plants, right? Then, if we alternate such the facilities to such a renewable energy, there's no problem, right? Then initially, this transmission line is just the way, not the generation of the system, right? Hence, initially, this is irrational. Hence, initially, kick out. This is completely irrational, please remember. Then, maybe negative stance is that in the KEPCO, in the Kansai, we need the nuclear power plants or something now. However, we gradually introducing the renewable energy with such the development of the technology for renewable energy or so. Therefore, there is no problem. Initially, uranium will be derived. Therefore, we have no choice at all. Hence, this counter plan is completely irrational. Then, at least please extend 2A conclusion. Even if one nuclear power plant exists, such a nuclear reaction, extraordinary explosion occur. Hence, this counter plan is completely irrational. Hence, initially, please remember. Then, please look at counter plan 3. The waiting for technology development is necessary also. However, simply we can create and extend our one-hour conclusions. This counter plan why such that waiting or development of the nuclear power plants is necessary. That's because it depends on the energy strategies also, right? However, our initial rebuttal flow sheet completely says that such a renewable energy is necessary, or renewable energy or SGS system can better for the than such a nuclear power plants, right? That's because it's distributed system. First of all, if NPP is a centralized systems, if one NPP stops, such that this very large areas becomes blackout. Therefore, our stance such a renewable energy is much better, please remember. In this sense, this counterbalance reason is completely gone, please remember. Then, at least, the crucial point is maybe the cost factor or something. Then, of course, maybe the 110 trillion or something. However, gradually we introduce with it. Therefore, this cost problem is completely irrational. Simply extend our 2AC conclusion, please remember. Then, as for claim, maybe in the claim, you say the negative side says there's a more dangerous PP exists or something. However, our argument, what is the difference? This is crucial, right? Then the truth is our argumentation is that excessive reaction to energy itself is a problem, please remember. Then at that time, their argumentation is that because of the technology or the countermeasure, we can prevent with it or something. However, initially, as long as the construction is succeed such the function, make the function, right? However, such construction itself is failed. Therefore, our argumentation claim is completely remain. Then please go to backing. Initially, the effect of the nuclear reaction exceeds the continent itself, like the country itself corruptions. At that time, initially, we cannot compare the risk itself. Therefore, we should abandon nuclear power plants. Please think about that.
バッキング CNC に YR 返してないんで。